and welcome to 302 Sports. I'm Nick Alcindrini alongside my partner Mike Lang for an early Christmas present for our viewers. Number 2 versus number 4. St. George's taking on Caravel here at St. George's. How you doing, Mike?
Merry Christmas, Nick. I missed who scored that basket for St. George's, the first one of the game. We are less than a minute in here. This is a big one here, you know.
Here's Caravel in transition. Early not going to get it to go, and a foul call. It's going to go to St. George's.
So I missed early 3 by Bones Highland, but somebody got the rebound. I'm not sure who it was. It may have been Mike McCants, number 15 in the middle. But it is 2-0, 7:10 to go. We just started. They started a few minutes early on us today.
Yeah, just a couple minutes early, but we're good to go now and rolling as we're here for number 2 versus number 4. Another great matchup here early on in high school basketball season. St. George's coming in 5-1. Caravel only played 2 games so far this season, 1-1 coming in as they come up with the steal. Alderman looking down low to Montgomery. They set it back up. Here's Parker, deep 3, no good. Rebound to Highland. He's going to be fouled.
Yeah, Nick, we're going to see a treat tonight. We got 2 of the best scorers, pure scorers in the state in Bones Highland. Okoye Parker, both senior. Highland's a junior, and Parker is finally a senior. Seems like he's been playing for forever. That foul was on Brandon Sankfashon, his first team second in the early going.
So St. George's with a 2-0 early lead here as we kick off the first quarter.
And there's another foul, and that's not one you want to see called if you're Coach Tobin. That was DJ Earl just kind of trying to push his opponent, Joseph Rinarelli, out of bounds, and he got caught.
And DJ Earl is playing very well. 21 points in the opener. Another great game with the follow-up against Smyrna. Unable to get the W for the Bucks, but still a great game for him.
That's a 3-second call. You don't see that too often. Yeah, they're St. George is coming off a loss the other day to William Penn. William Penn held them to 43 points. I think Highland had about 16 in that game. Not atypical. And 16 is still a pretty good production, but it's not Nishan Highland kind of production.
Alderman kicks it back out. Good travel. Travel on the second shot there. Turnover for the Bucks. St. George's will take. So a couple fouls, a couple turnovers here early as both teams looking to gain some type of rhythm. Here comes Highland. He's going to drive, dishes it back out.
Prosper Tarley, number 22. He's played pretty well early in the season.
Tarley looking down low, threads the needle, and then the travel on the pants down low. Unable to keep his feet, went down at the ball.
Pretty good crowd on hand today, Nick, for the early evening game. A lot of traffic coming down from the north, as all of us did.
Nice pass from Parker, down low to Montgomery. He finishes the easy 2. Pretty well ties it all up at 2. Here with 6 minutes to play in the first.
Yeah, we'll find out who scored that St. George's bucket between periods. I'll take a run over to the scores table.
Some pressure by Caravel. St. George's racing. McCants goes to get for the easy 2.
Yeah, McCants gives them some height. Highland 6'4". St. George's has 3 players that are 6'6", and Highland is 6'4". They got a lot of height in this team. McCants gives them the inside scoring, while Highland gives it to him outside. And there's Montgomery, misses, looking for the foul, and didn't get the call.
Absorbed the contact, no foul. Here's Highland. Nice one-handed pass ahead to McCants. McCants able to finish. Here comes Alderman ahead for Caravel. Nice move to adjust himself in the air, and he finishes.
Dipsy-do and lay it in a room. That's not exactly how the saying goes, but close enough.
Nice finish there by Alderman. Montgomery almost comes up with the steal.
Mandela Montgomery, a few steals with the Caravel football team. A few interceptions, and he also plays both ways, the offense too. Very good athlete. And a very nice guy. I've talked to Mandela a few times.
Here's Highland for the pull-up 3, and that's good. Right in the face of Montgomery there as Highland knocks down the 3. To put St. George's back at 3 here in the first. Alderman with the floater off the glass, and that's good. So Caravel answers right away from the 3 from Highland. With the floater 2.
St. George and Caravel off to a little bit of a slow start offensively, but they've picked it up the past few possessions.
Here's Rinarelli in the corner. That's no good. with the rebound by St. George's. That's going to be blocked. Gets it back, though, still unable to finish. Still tossed around back there. St. George's gets it back. Here's Payton off the glass and one. So a couple offensive rebounds working out for St. George's. They're able to score and get the chance for old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, we mentioned the height of St. George's, and it really came into play there. You saw 3 offensive rebounds. Tarley had a couple of them, and he passed it off to Payton, drives baseline, and gets it to go. And that foul was on Senkfichan, his second, and he is out. Number 5, Kevin Keister takes his place. So we'll see if Payton can complete the old-fashioned three-pointer. You're an old-fashioned guy yourself, Nick, aren't you?
Oh, of course. A little old school. I'll take a 3 any way I can get it.
Yeah.
Early, old-fashioned.
That's Payton committing the foul this time.
So St. George's holding a 4-point lead here with about 4 minutes to play in the first.
Final tune-up before Christmas for these guys, and I don't know, Caravel I know is playing next week, and I'm not sure where St. George's will be. Taylor with the block.
There's Highland, a shake and bake up top of the perimeter. Nice pass down low to the hands. He gets the foul.
Call for the travel on that one. But I like the way Highland, not only is he scoring, he finds those guys inside. He likes to dish as well, trying to get his teammates involved. And they appreciate that kind of stuff.
2 nice one-handed passes here early from Highland.
And St. George's with the press, man-to-man press on Caravel. They back off a little bit, soften it up.
Here's Senkfichan back to Earl, gets in the paint, floats it up. No good. Senkfichan with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Ahmad Taylor with the foul there over the back.
Morelli coming back in for the Hawks for Payton.
Joe Lang into the game. His sister Grace playing at Villanova. Playing with former Ursuline standout Adriana Hahn. Yeah, up on the main line. And then the boys team, of course, the Italian Dante DiVincenzo.
Nova, I think number 1.
Yeah.
So here's Caravel down by 4 with 3:40. Alderman pull-up jumper from the foul line, and he's able to get it to go off the glass. Not sure if he called glass, but he'll get it to go either way. And it's a 10-8 lead for St. George's with 3:22 to play.
Can't see who's in the corner there.
It's like Rinarelli down low.
That's Ahmad Taylor with the bucket.
Taylor, and he scores. So even though we can't see it down, maybe in that back corner, it's still going down there. As Rinarelli finds it down low for the basket.
On steal for Rinarelli. That's nice. He gets back and plays the defense.
Here's Highland. He lays it up the glass.
That was sweet. He's got such an explosive first step. He can just get ahead of you in no time. And Highland backs off Alderman there. Doesn't want to pick up a foul. And there's a foul. I believe this is going to be number 22. Prosper Tarley.
Tarley comes down with the foul.
Waiting to see who get the confirmation. Not number 13, Joe Rinarelli with the foul. Sorry, Mr. or Mrs. Tarley. It was not Prosper on the foul. It's a neat name, Prosper. I want to rename my kids.
Sounds like he could hit a 3-ball too. Parker drives off the glass, doesn't get it to fall. Highland with the rebound as he looks up. He's going to take it in transition. There's Bryant, Rinarelli rather, in the corner for 3, and he drops it. His first 3 of the night.
We talk so much about Bones Highland and all the scoring that he does, but he's got a lot of support on his team. We talked about it last night on the 302 Sports Weekly with Michael McCants and Joe Rinarelli adding some points to this team. And Tarley's done a nice job off the bench for Coach Griffin. So Highland is the star but he is not the only player on his team, and he likes to get everybody involved. And you've seen up 17, that's 17 points already in the first quarter. And there's a 3 for Kevin Keister.
It's a big 3 there from Caravel. To cut the lead back to 6 after a little bit of a run by St. George's. So here comes Highland and the Hawks. Rinarelli in the corner again, same spot. Unable to convert this time. Here comes Earl. Same spot for Keister, and that's in and out. Rebound to the Bucks. Here's Sepajahn. Back to Earl for the mid-range jumper. That's in and out.
This rebound by Sankfachan. He's in everywhere. Brandon Sankfachan does a little everything for this. Nice pass, and that's going to be a foul. And, oh, it goes.
What a finish, DJ Earl. Who I believe leads the Bucks in scoring this season.
That's hard to believe on a team with Okoye Parker.
Exactly, that's what we were talking about against Smyrna. And he's looked very well to begin his season as he gets another and 1 there. And again, he'll go to the line to try to convert the 3-point play. And nothing but net for Earl. And the lead now just a 3.
Yeah, this has been a fun first period. Minute and a half to go. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 88 seconds.
So here are the Hawks, top of the key. Pass is tipped, loose ball, picked up by Rinarelli, gets it down low, and McCann's able to draw the foul.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on Okoye Parker. Does a nice job, though, keeping McCants from getting the easy 2. He's going to make him earn it at the free throw line.
So good hustle by St. George's and Joe Rinarelli to come up with the ball and find McCann's down low. So here's the first attempt from McCann's.
And Nick Hall is kind of lonely up there, doesn't he?
I think he both on the first, but at least he's got a great game to watch today. Between number 2 Caravel and number 4 St. George's.
Yeah, off to a great start.
So McCann's hits the first.
Busy Thursday. School's getting out.
And here's the second, and that's good.
Nice stroke from the line there for McCants. He's got 4. And St. George's with 19. He may have 6. I don't know who scored the first bucket. I'm going to go find out in a minute.
So here comes Caravel.
Wow. Kind of a touch foul there. Good luck with that name there, Nick. That was on Mike McCants, his first, team 5th.
Nice pass,
Team 6th there. That's going to be on McCants as well. And Coach Griffin right in front of us. He's going to have to pull McCants out of there. And that's one of his bigs he's getting out. And, you know, that's some scoring he's losing it along with rebounding. 2 early fouls for Michael McCants.
So Keister with a nice cutting pass to the line on the inbound. He draws the fouls and makes the first. 19 to 15 as Lang has another one coming up. And here's the second free throw from Lang, and that's good. So now just a 2-point game.
You know, even with 12 fouls in this quarter, it's been a pretty free-flowing first period, and it's got a nice rhythm to it.
Offensive rebound by St.
And they are letting them go underneath there.
Yes, they are. As we got a couple bodies tumbling to the ground as the ball sails out of bounds. And it looks like St. George's will retain possession of the basket. It looks like we got a foul on Caravel. It's going to be Keister with the push. So St. George's 3-point lead with 41 seconds. Here's Highland.
A nice step move by Highland. Just doesn't get it to go. Does a great job stepping around the defender there. Here comes Parker. And he drives all the way.
Nobody's going to stop Parker as he gets it to the lane at will. Lays it in off the glass.
His first 2 points, believe it or not.
He did a really good job getting into paint and getting to the basket against Smyrna. Wasn't able to complete some of those baskets, but still did a great job of penetrating. And there he is again there. As Caravel comes up with the board.
Yeah, I think Tarley was a little out of control on that drive. He lost his footing a little bit and had to throw the ball up there and didn't get enough on it. Caravel with the rebound. Nearly a steal there by Highland. He may have gone all the way. We may have had a 302 Sports Play of the Week.
Could be, but no cigar there. I'm sure we'll see some more opportunities out of him as the night progresses.
So Rinarelli's going to get a break here. Nick, and Blake Bryant, number 25, comes in for the last 6 seconds.
Here's Earl at the clock line. Parker and a travel time. St. George will get the ball back up by 1 with 3 seconds to play.
So you're going to see a little bit of pressure here from Keister just to try to make them spend an extra second back here because they only have 3 seconds. So, you know, every foot or 2 feet you force them back, less chance of it going in.
So
and he's going to stick to Highland here. So
nice move to get the ball on the run.
Wow, and he got all the way into the key. Unbelievable.
Not able to finish, but what a drive there by Highland as the clock was winding down. 3 seconds he got from before half court all the way to the basket.
Didn't take him long, huh?
No. Well, that's the end of 1. St. George is up by 1. We'll be right back here on 302.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you. For all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to 302 Sports as we're here live from St. George's Technical High School for number 2 Caravel taking on number 4 St. George's. What a first quarter. St. George's taking a 1-point lead, Mike.
Yeah, and Bones Highland had 7 points in that first quarter. He scored the first bucket, the one that we missed. There's a 3-point attempt. No good. Oh, I thought Keister maybe not out of bounds, and he picked that ball up and no call. And another chance here for the Bucks.
Earl kind of forcing that first shot there. It doesn't get to go. Caravel comes back up with it. Here's Earl in the corner.
Kevin Keister hustling all over the place out there.
Two great hits plays by Keister to save the ball. Here's Parker, top of the key by himself. Here's the 3. And that's nothing like that. That's what he can do. When you give him that much space, he'll knock it down.
Yeah, and how about this? A 1-point lead for Caravel, 21-19. I believe their first lead of the afternoon. So we'd like to thank everybody here at St. George's for letting us come down here, Nick. Our AD, Mark Robinson. There's a basket for McCants. Coach Rod Griffin, everybody here at St. George's. And I want to send our best out to Jason Winchell, supposed to be here today doing this game with you guys, and he's down with some bronchitis. So, Winch, we know you're watching, and feel better soon.
Tie game there as Earl lines up the 3 and banks it home. Top of the key has been good to the Bucks the last 2 possessions. That one coming off the glass for Earl.
Yeah, they're hitting the bank shots a couple times today already.
Maybe they discussed it before the game. Maybe that was their little strategy for them. Go off the glass tonight. As McCants takes it down low, he lays it in. So Caravel still holding a 1-point lead here in the second after the Earl back-to-back threes for the Bucks. As Parker dribbles it up top. She tries to split the double team, no good. Here comes Highland.
Wow, Bones just scooted by everybody there.
Plays it in off the glass with the left hand. He didn't even touch glass there as well as he laid it in. And now St. George's regains it out. So here's Parker. Keister with the pump fake. Mid-range jumper. That's no good. What a rebound by Tabanyan.
I'm glad you're saying that. I'll just call him number 1. But he might be hitting the bench, so you might be in luck.
He'll head to the bench right now, but coming off a great board there with the Bucks in that possession.
Sanfachan back in for the Bucks along with Trey Halderman. Like good defensive pressure there, but Alderman able to steal it back. Wow, nice move by Trey Alderman there, Nick.
This crossover by Alderman, unable to finish. McCann slips up, and he's got a man. He's going to draw the foul.
That was Jeremy Kenner, number 24, who's going to go to the free throw line. And McCann's made a nice outlet pass. When you're that tall, you can see it. I wouldn't know anything about this, but you can see over everything.
He's shown some great vision here early.
That foul was on Keister, by the way.
So Kenner took off. He'll draw the foul in transition. And they'll bury the first free throw. And St. George's takes a 2-point lead. A chance to extend that to 3 for Kenner's second free throw attempt. Unable to get that one to go, so the lead will stand at 2 with 5 minutes and 30 to play in the half. Here comes Caravel, pushing the pace a little bit. Good zone from St. George's. Nice pass down low. Back to it.
That's some nice passing.
Lang will finish off a great passing by the Buccaneers.
You know, Sanfachan went up, or was going to go up. He had 2 guys on him. They did not foul him. And he did a great job to keep his eyes open. He saw Joe Lang standing there all by his lonesome, and Lang with his 3rd and 4th points of the game. That's a great assist for Sanfachan.
So that ties the game. We're all knotted up here at 26 with 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Kevin Keister with the unenviable task of guarding Bones Highland. It didn't matter on that one. That was Ahmad Taylor with the 2.
Get the ball over the post and finishes with ease. As here comes Caravel again. They've been pushing the ball almost every inbound. They get another quick 2 on the other end.
Surprised they're going inside so much on St. George's with the length that St. George's has, but Caravel's a good team. They're ranked 2nd in the state. Here's a steal.
Here's Alderman in transition into the corner. His Keister's been hot. That one goes in and out, and now here come the Hawks. Tried the hop step, doesn't get to go, loses the ball, and Earl walked it up from there, though, for the tie game.
Kind of what I expected here today, Nick. That's a 3-pointer, by the way, for DJ Earl.
Another 3, that time just a straight up jump off the top of the key. That's the 3rd Caravel 3-pointer on the top of the key. That's
There's another steal. We're playing like the pants are on fire out there, you know?
Earl up ahead, and he's going to draw the hard foul. He'll go in for 2.
That's going to be Highland.
Caravel, they've been running and gunning.
His first, yeah. Great defense by Caravel. St. George's maybe getting a little, not sloppy. That's not the word I'm looking for, but just trying to get everything done at once, and you can't do that. So it'll be a 2 foul shots when we come out of this timeout for St. George's. 28-21. It's a pretty entertaining game so far.
Oh, yeah, great first half. Got some great players playing tonight.
So just a reminder, coming up on 302 Sports, I believe we are not covering any games this weekend, as far as I know, but next week, starting on Wednesday, the Diamond State Classic, we're going to have 15. That's right, 15. You can't even count them on 2 fingers. You need a foot to count them all. 15 girls basketball games from the St. East Center. That's where I'll be setting up shop, a little cot in the hospitality room, and change of contact lenses, and I think we're good to go. And it's going to be a great atmosphere as usual over at St. East Center. And 302 Sports happy to be there bringing the action. So those teams that are from California, Ohio, New York, if their relatives can't make it, they can sit down and watch a game. Some of those California teams may have to get up kind of early. Their grandparents may have to get up at 6, 7 in the morning if they want to catch them if they have the early games. But it's going to be a good time at St. East. We're also going to be down at the Diamond State and doing some work down there. Not streaming the games. We'll be down there, Nick Halliday and a couple other guys. I can't keep track of who's going where, but I know where I'll be. That's all the important thing for me, is to know that I show up at the right place. And free throw for Earl. His 10th point already.
So some great games coming up next week, some great tournaments, and a great game on tap for tonight with Caravel and St. George's. As Caravel is stormed back, taking a 5-point lead They've hit 3 threes in the last 5 or so possessions. And that's kind of bolted them out to this 5-point lead.
Yeah, a pair of threes for DJ Earl and one for Parker.
So here's St. George's trying to figure out.
We've talked about them going inside Caravel, but they have 3 threes in the quarter.
Can you get wider or no? Hey, just yes or no. It's not a big deal. I'm asking.
Back up top. Rinarelli gets it back to Peyton. Rinarelli gonna line up the 3. That's no good. But what do you know? St. George with an offensive rebound, just unable to convert.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Mike McCants that didn't go because he did a good job. That was a long distance 3 attempt from Rinarelli.
McCants been battling down the paint for him all game long, coming up with a lot of rebounds. Alderman gonna line up that 3. That's no good.
And if that's on 10 for John, I believe that's his second, not his third. 8th team foul on the Bucks. That is his third. 3 fouls on Brendan Sankfachan, and he is going to the bench again, and that will bring in Tag Bunyan.
There you go. First attempt. I'm sure we'll see some more tonight as Highland goes to the line for St. George's after the foul from Caravel. And he'll make the front end of the 1-and-1, and he'll gain the second attempt here.
You know, Nick, Highland's done a great job. You know, he believe it or not, was not the featured player here the last couple of years. They had the player of the year, Kyson Rawls, was here at St. George's, and Highland's done a great job assuming the leadership position that Rawls vacated. He's playing at Morgan State now. Sometimes when you're not the featured guy, you don't know what it's like to have to actually lead a team. But he's done a great job leading St. George's on the court. Well, leading to a 4-1 record so far. And there's the steal for Highland, yeah.
So he leads the break. They've been unable to stop him as he gets to the basket as he draws the foul. Good win. As we see Rawls, Gatorade Player of the Year banner hanging over in the gym here at St. George's.
Foul's on Trevon Alderman.
So I'll send Highland back to the line.
Yeah, we had a former St. George's player on the 302 Sports Weekly last night. Vincent Kent played here a couple years ago, the team that went to the state championship against Louisiana. Kent was on that team, about 6'8", 6'9". He's a big dude.
Highland able to make 1 of 2, to cut the lead to 2. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Caravel still holding a 2-point lead as they get it to Tapanian down low. Good defense by St. George's. They come up with the rebound. They're trying to get the break. Highland comes up with it. Euro step 360 in the corner to Rinarelli.
Oh, it just doesn't go. That would have been nice.
Kind of cut up in the air with 360, but great vision to find Rinarelli in the corner.
There's a timeout by Mark Tobin. That was a great play by Highland. He goes up, doesn't have the shot, and does a little spinorama and a pass. He finds a wide open teammate. There were 2 Caravel guys sitting on the ground, though. They were standing up by them, but they had been left behind with the physical play down here. And it was a jailbreak for St. George's, unable to finish.
I got down. You might have seen that on the show next Wednesday.
So I saw when I was walking in today, the cornerstone outside, 2006. So this building, just 11 years old. It's a nice facility they have. We did some football here a couple months ago.
Here's Parker on the drive.
He goes on the floor. He did a great job splitting 3 defenders, though. We'll see who the foul's on. Looks like Rinarelli, perhaps. No, it's Ahmad Taylor. We're going to try to crank Nick up a little bit here.
So Parker will head to the line for Caravel. up by 2.
Just 5 points so far for Quay Parker, but he's gotten some support from Alderman and DJ Earl.
Kind of that big 3 scoring-wise for Caravel so far this season. As Parker's free throw is good.
Caravel, of course, state championship finalist last year, losing by 8 to Smyrna. That was a great final at the Bob.
And just the rematch so early in the season last week.
Yeah.
Number 1 versus number 2. Just Caravel's second game of the season as Parker knocks down the second free throw. This being only their third. As St. George has already played 6 games as they get it up ahead quickly.
Yeah, Caravel does have 1 win over Tri-State Christian Academy. But it's been a slow December. They will be making that up.
There's Tabania with the rebound, gets it up ahead to Parker. He takes it inside, unable to finish, but draws the foul. Nice move to get in the paint. In transition for Caravel. We've seen them do a lot tonight, a lot of transition basketball. They're getting the ball and going.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Caravel's ability to get out and run a little bit. Vashawn Wharton, number 10, called for the infraction. I thought they might struggle with St. George's height, but it really hasn't been too much of an issue thus far.
St. George is able to get a couple offensive rebounds early on in the second quarter. McCann's battling down low for them, unable to finish some of those. Here's the second free throw from Parker.
Mouthpiece hanging out.
And that'll go, little Steph Curry.
37-31. Trying to get the microphone to correct distance. The boss is watching.
Got to be on the A game. As Highland takes it up top. Rinarelli got some space on the corner. He gets it back down low. Feeding the post.
Oh, nice block from Beyond with that one.
Ooh,
and another block by
Parker.
So some great defense inside. We talked about Parker's scoring abilities, but you see there he gets up and gets the block inside. He's got a foul. He doesn't want to pick up anymore if he can help it. But Bunyan and Parker back-to-back blocks on that one. St. George's with the ball, a minute 22 to go until halftime. Just some great defense here on both ends.
So Caravel holding a 6-point lead now as Highland dishes it out. That's no good from Payton. Rebounded to Bogyan. And here comes DJ Earl for Caravel. He's going to slow it down. He's going to drive, get in the lane, dish it back out.
Call for the travel. I wouldn't expect these teams, either one of these teams, to hold for a final shot here. I think they're just gonna run up and down and get it going. Mike McCants at the scorer's table. He's coming back in. McCants has 2 fouls. He's gonna try to avoid that third one before halftime here. If you're Caravel, you go right at McCants, make him either play you or do the Olay. You know, just get out of the way and let you. They've been hitting the middle, Caravel.
He's been able to get some offensive rebounds here as Highland launches the deep 3. Earl skies for the rebound, gets it ahead to Parker. Parker makes the move inside, off the glass again, a little strong rebound McCants, and he gets it out to Highland, and now St. George is on the run as Highland loses the ball out of bounds, and Caravel will take it over.
Yeah, I think maybe just trying to do a little too much. You know, they're down 6 points here at Caravel. They're not playing poorly, but just making some decisions. I think looking at the scoreboard, thinking they're down 6, but you still have 2 quarters plus to go. Maybe trying to make that spectacular play instead of just getting down there and getting a good shot.
Parker with the crossover, trying to lose his defender. Nice no-look pass down low, but that's going to be blocked.
And the play by
Wharton.
Al Santrini. What a great play by Nick.
Head on a swivel, Mike. Head on a swivel.
The 302 Sports Crew, you can't get anything past this.
Wish I could have launched it from the corner here. As Caravel inbound with 24 seconds to play with a 6-point lead. Parker calling out the play. He's going to come off the screen, crossover to get inside, lays it up and in, draws the foul. He's been so close to a couple 3-point plays down low.
Yeah, a couple of them just not falling for him. He's got 2 field goals today, and this would be his 5th and 6th free throws.
Kind of the same storyline last week at Smyrna. He was able to get to the basket almost at will, just unable to come up with some of these finishes. But he'll head back to the line to shoot 2. The first one is nothing but net for Parker.
Yeah, nice stroke for Quay Parker. They made that state final last year as the 19 seed, upset St. Thomas More in the semifinals by a single point. And Mark Tobin's really built a nice program down there at Caravel. There's a couple transfers here on the team. The kids want to go play for him.
And Parker buries them both to extend the lead to 8 with 16.6 here remaining in the first half.
Last 5 points for Caravel have come from the line.
They've been doing a great job getting in the paint, especially running in transition and drawing some fouls here as St. George's will have the ball for, looks like, the final possession here of the first half, down by 8. Here's Highland. They're going to double him. Back up top. Here's Rinarelli. He's going to try the 3 short, and that'll end the half. So at the end of the first half, Caravel storms back with a great second quarter to take a 39-31 lead over St. George's.
Yeah, Nick, a lot of running and gunning, some great defense, and sometimes the shots weren't falling, but overall a very entertaining first half, and I think we're going to have a great 16 minutes of basketball after the intermission. And I think we're going to go take a break now. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be back on 302 Sports in a few minutes. Glad you're watching.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to 302 Sports, live from St. George's High School for our matchup between number 2 Caravel and number 4 St. George's. And what an incredible first half it was, with Caravel jumping out to an 8-point lead in the second quarter, 39-31 here as we're heading into the third. And Mike, that was a very entertaining first half.
It was. And what surprised me a little bit about Caravel was their ability to go inside over and over again on St. George's. Like we mentioned, St. George's has all the height. Caravel, you would think more of an outside shooting team with Parker and Alderman and even a guy like Senfachan and DJ Earl. And DJ Earl has 2 3-pointers, but they've been inside is a lot, and I think it got St. George's in a little bit of foul trouble, and I think maybe it threw St. George's off a little bit. They expected more of an outside game, who knows? But for St. George's, it's a lot of shots just weren't falling. You know, they had a lead early, and then Caravel came back and kind of stretched it out a little bit. but I think they'll be fine. You know, once those shots go, you get into a rhythm, things turn around. It was a quiet half for, I'll say quiet. 12 points is a quiet half for Bones. He had the 1 3-pointer, and so we'll see what happens with St. George's. They got to find a way to keep Caravel out of that paint because they got a lot of points at the free throw line in the second quarter. They were 8 for 8 from the free throw line in the second quarter. So you don't want to send them to the line. They're going to make it. There's a lot of games, as many games as I go to and you go to, we see a lot of bad free throw shooting.
Yeah. And
not from Caravel, 12 for 12 so far from the line for the Bucks.
Already way better than against Smyrna. They struggled a little bit from the free throw line in that matchup, but they're hitting them here today. And Caravel, a couple threes in the second quarter and a lot of running and some great defense.
So if we get any, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. If we get any updates, there are, I know Mount Pleasant and Glasgow is going on right now. It's a couple good girls games today. St. Elizabeth and Hodgson and Caravel girls at Cesar Rodney. So that's a big 2 top 10 matchups among the girls too. So if we get any updates, we'll pass them along to you.
Great Thursday for high school basketball. And we're picking it up here live from St. George's at the start of the third quarter as Caravel holds an 8-point lead. Here's Payton for the Hawks. And let's see if St. George can get going early in the second half. Highland finds Rinarelli in the corner, and that's good. What a start. That's a start they needed.
Great job by him to find Rinarelli wide open right in front of us. A lot of traffic in the middle, and he found his open man, and he was open and did not miss.
So good start for the Hawks as they knock down the 3 to cut the lead to 5. Caravel working the ball around the perimeter.
Ooh. Coach Griffin didn't like that call. I'm tending to agree with him there.
Keister a little bit out of control on the drive. Seemed to lose the ball, but the foul called on the floor.
And that's 3 on McCants, so he's got to be careful.
Payton already coming out for the Hawks. As Alderman hits Earl, who gets it back to Parker.
Some nice passing there by Caravel, not wasting any time getting that ball to Okoye Parker and drains a 3.
There he is with the pull-up 3 from the top of the key. Put the lead back at 8, and Caravel answers right back with a 3 of their own. Rinarelli gets it to Highland, who feeds McCants down low. Puts it up with the mini shot, no good. Here comes Sepachan for Caravel. He gets it to Alderman, who crosses over. Looks like he found
it's a walk.
Keister in the corner, but he's going to walk.
Yeah, he called it. I thought McCants may have gotten away with a foul on the shot down here. Used his elbow to get a little bit of separation, but no call. Fortunately for the Hawks. Early timeout for Rod Griffin.
Quick timeout for St. George's.
So next week we have the slam dunk. We're going to have going up for the boys teams going down. I believe. Cape Henlopen Open obviously is there, and they play Howard while they're down there. That should be a really good one.
Interesting matchup and slam dunk to the beach. Obviously, we talked about it on the show. One of the great high school tournaments, not only in Delaware but on the East Coast. We're going to see some top recruits there. So if you're not doing anything or looking to catch that, that's going to be the games to catch or to head up to.
Yeah, and you look back and see some of the names that have played at slam dunk. Even a guy like LeBron James, heard of him? He's been there. Pat Gariana's played there. No, Pat didn't play there.
Before I got in high school.
St. East has played. St. East has played at the slam dunk, but Mount Pleasant played there last year. But you see some of the guys. Raleigh Atkins, who plays for Arizona, played there a couple years ago. Saw him play, and it's hard to keep track of all the names who've been through there. But it is a great tournament and a good excuse to go to the beach.
Rinarelli going to line up another 3. That one able to go. Parker with the board and draws the foul.
Yeah, a foul of opportunity there. He just jumped into Parker's way, and that's going to be foul number 2 on Joe Rinarelli. But I've been impressed with Rinarelli. He's got 2 3-pointers. He's doing a lot of other things out there, kind of directing the offense a little bit.
Also had some good passes.
It's an 8-point lead for Caravel, 6:22 to go in the third. Mike Lang, Nick Alessandrini, Nick Hall up there by his lonesome, and Pat Arianis on the 1s and 2s. That's a nice move by Parker. Can't get it to go. Glad to be here. I was a late sub coming down here tonight. So
glad to have you. And a great game to get a chance to do for sure. As Parker able to get in the paint and to the basket and draw another foul. He's been great at that today.
Yeah, that was on Highland.
And he's been hitting his free throws as he knocks down another one. If he's able to go 2 for 2, that'll put the lead at double digits for Caravel. If I'm not mistaken, their first double-digit lead of the night.
I believe you are correct.
So let's see if Parker can do it. Here's the second free throw. Back rim, but it looks like Caravel comes up with the board.
Coach Griffin just shrugs his shoulders when they get that offensive board. That's his first miss of the day, and Caravel got the ball back. They did lose it out of bounds going over to the Hawks, and they got to find some offense here. They got the 3 from Rinarelli. But you don't want to fall too far behind this Caravel team.
They've struggled with their jump shots recently. Hit a couple early as McCants gets it in the paint and lays it off the glass, but he goes down, and that doesn't look good for St. George's.
So Mike McCants down holding his left ankle. And we're going to stay off of the injury. We don't, as a rule, don't show the injuries, which is good. Nobody wants to see those. So he made the bucket. We're going to take a break. All right, we're going to be back after these messages on 302sports.com.
It's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms.
And we're back at 302 Sports. Caravel holding a 7-point lead as they inbound the ball here in the third quarter. Number 2 Caravel versus number 4 St. George's. There's a 3 in the corner, no good for Keister. And here's Highland. Rinarelli, another corner 3. That's off the backboard. Rebound Wharton, and he's going to be fouled.
So while we were gone, Nick, McCants got up on his own power, kind of hobbled off the floor here to our left. So it looked like a little left ankle sprain. You know, we obviously don't know what's going on. We sure hope he's not injured. That is 4 fouls on Brandon Sankvichan. And Brandon has found his way to the pine.
So here's the first attempt by Wharton. That's going to be no good.
We mentioned slam dunk to the beach. Guess where Caravel's going to be next week? Slam dunk to the beach. They are playing St. James of Maryland on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. That one goes in. And then they play Friday night, Cape Henlopen at 8 o'clock, the last game of the tournament. Cape Henlopen and Caravel. Should be a darn good one next Friday night.
Interstate matchup as Alderman takes the ball for Caravel. Gets it down low. Lang going to get a shot blocked by Wharton, who gets it up ahead to Highland. Here comes St. George's. Highland spin move inside, gets up with the mid-range jumper. No good, but draws the push. And St. George's will inbound the ball. Here comes some substitutions. Millwood checking in for St. George's and Montgomery coming back in for Caravel. So the lead to just a 6 now, 5:22 to play here in the third.
Yeah, they had it at 9. Here's Rinarelli, leaving him wide open all day and daring him to hit him.
Hit a couple early, unable to convert recently as the ball, tough rebounding going down low, and they're going to call it a foul on St. George's.
A little disagreement from the coaches there. And we
Both
talked
teams
about
battling hard under there.
Sorry, we talked about St. George's not being able to hit some inside shots, and there were 2 of them right there on rebounds. That foul's on Prosper Tarley. His first, and a little delay here. What's going on?
St. George's struggling a little bit.
Technical
here.
foul.
Oh, we have tech.
On the bench. So that'll go against the coach. Bench foul, bench technical automatically against the coach.
So Caravel will send Parker to shoot the free throw.
And you know, the bench technical is 2 shots.
So 2 more for Parker, who's been great from the line tonight. And that continues as he nails the first.
So there's a little frustration in that foul call on Tarley. Could have gone either way. But, you know, sometimes you just get the wrong thing, you know?
Yep, and Parker buries them both to stretch the lead to 8. And the Bucks will now take possession.
Now, Ahmad Taylor now leaving the floor for St. George's. Looking a little woozy. I don't know if he's sick or if he bumped his head or something, but they are down 2 players now, the Hawks, with McCants and Taylor, 2 starters. So obviously our best wishes out to those gentlemen.
Absolutely, we hope they're okay. And let's see if St. George's can cut the lead as they're down by 8 here with Parker at the ball. That ball is going to be lost.
Oh,
Highland
too bad.
He had Highland open down the floor, looked up, and Millwood throws it away.
Number 20, the pass is from Oliver Millwood, who got just into the game. You know, just coming off the bench, a little cold, and threw that ball just too high, even Bones couldn't get to it.
Earl gets it to Montgomery, finds Lang down low, in and out off the glass. St. George's with the rebound.
That's Millwood. Didn't look too comfortable dribbling that ball up.
Renarelli in the same spot. This time he passes it up. Back up top to Millwood, and Highland will reset for the Hawks. There he is again in the corner. Renarelli
not afraid to shoot from there. That's his spot right here.
Just unable to get it to go as Earl lays it in transition.
So unfortunately for St. George's, shots just not falling, and they are down 10. This is, I believe, is the biggest lead for the Bucks.
So back to a double-digit lead for Caravel.
St. George's trainer's getting a workout, walking back and forth.
Tarley goes up, gets the loose ball, and then drives and gets fouled. So he'll head to the line. Down by 10 here in the third.
DJ Earl, his second foul. Pretty clean period so far. It's just 3 team fouls on Caravel.
Here's the first, and that's good for Tarley. As Blake Bryan will check in for Renarelli. And here's the second from Tarley.
A foul.
That's no good, but a foul.
It's on Millwood.
Goes against St. George's and Millwood, so Caravel will take over. So they're up 9. As St. George's looking to apply some pressure here as they're trying to lock down. Highland on Earl. Earl gets it up ahead. Earl again makes a move, gets in the paint, absorbs the contact, doesn't get it to go. Montgomery skies for the rebound, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, that maybe should have been a walk call, as do the St. George's coaches. If you're not going to call a foul and the guy falls down, Medell Montgomery fell down, that's usually a walk call. I'm not sure what exactly the reasoning was. But it's going to stay with Caravel, so a fortunate call for the Bucks.
So the Bucks get it back. Here's Alderman on the drive. Nice pass down low into the hands of Lang, but that's going to get tied up, and another jump ball. Montgomery trying to lock down Highland on the inbound. Some pushing and shoving back and forth. So Highland gets it across. Finds Millwood, who's going to drive, feeds Wharton in the paint. Gets it up, unable to go though. His own rebound, then he lays it in off the glass. Strong finish by Wharton.
Like that play there from the Hawks. Millwood gets way underneath Wharton. gets position. It's the first one, followed his own shot and got the rebound. And there's Wharton on the foul after I'm singing his praises. But that was a nice play by Vashawn Wharton.
But as we've seen all night, Caravel after the bucket gets it and goes.
Not wasting any time.
No time wasted for the Bucks as they draw another foul. This time it's Alderman, and he'll head to the line.
This foul's on Millwood, not on Wharton.
As Alderman drains the first.
So St. George is also playing a holiday tournament, the Governor's Challenge, at the Wacomico Civic Center down there in outside Ocean City. It might be in Salisbury. They're going to be playing the Gilman School and Stephen Decatur next week. Another three-pointer will not go for the Hawks.
So both teams get some good tournaments up ahead as Parker adjusts himself midair but unable to finish. And now Highland up ahead, and he's going to finish with the one-handed slam.
302 nominee play of the week.
This time they get it to Highland up ahead by himself, and he's able to finish.
They need a few more of those.
The lead again just back to 6 as Alderman drives, and he lays it in with contact.
Alderman able to hang on to that ball and shoot it on his way down. That takes a lot of control.
It seems like every time St. George's stops the bleeding, Caravel answers right back. Now here's Tarley up top for the Hawks. Around the back to Highland, and that's stolen. And a travel.
So you can see Highland lining that up on his way in, getting the feet set.
Getting ready for liftoff.
Yeah.
He finishes it with a one-handed slam. Caravel answers right back, so the lead back to 8. Here's Blake Bryant, the lefty for 3, and that's nothing but net. A big 3 for the Hawks, and that now the lead down to 5. And here Caravel right back. Earl in the corner, in and out.
He almost got
rebound up ahead. Here's Millwood off the glass and good. St. George's a little run of their own here, and the lead cut to 3.
Timeout for Coach Mark Tobin and the Bucks. Nice little run here for St. George's as they were down 50 to 43, I believe. And is this a 60 second? Is a 60. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this on 302sports.com.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partner Mike Lang, Pat Garianis, and Nick Hall up top. And what a game here tonight. Number 2 Caravel at number 4 St. George's in the third quarter. St. George's with a huge run to cut the lead to 3.
Yeah, we saw first a free throw from Prosper Tarley. Then we had a steal and dunk from Bones Highland. And then we just got that three-pointer from Blake Bryant. A sweet shot from Bryant. And all of a sudden, it's only a 3-point game. $1:52 to go here in quarter number 3. And the Buccaneers, the Mouseketeers, one of the ears needed a timeout.
Caravel Buccaneers combo there. And as St. George's made some of these baskets, you heard the crowd really get into it behind them. It's the first time we've really heard them that loud tonight. So let's see if that continues as Alderman drives. Finds Earl in the corner.
Yeah, Earl had a chance to go baseline, lost a handle, but nice recovery and a block by Wharton. So St. George is turning up the defense here.
St. George is showing a lot of energy here late in the third as they tie up for another jump ball with a nice block by Wharton.
Yeah, they lost on Tuesday at William Penn. You want to go down 2 again? We mentioned they're going to Maryland next week to play a pair. Their first game after the new year, Smyrna. So does not get easier for St. George's. That'd be a heck of a game, St. George's and Smyrna. I'm not sure where that game is, but I might
have to find our way there.
Yeah.
Okoye Parker up top for Caravel. It's been great from the free throw line. A 3 and a couple nice baskets for him as he goes the crossover.
At Smyrna on the 5th of January.
Here's Tabangyan trying to go up the left hand.
Some more defense for St. George's, and we talk about the scoring, but it's been their defense that has really made the difference. And I believe that is the correct call. Highland pushed off to gain some separation. That shot was not, that call was not missed.
On the floor.
So that's going to be Caravel ball. I believe that is
called a foul on the floor on Caravel.
They clearly called that on I swore he called it on Highland
too.
It is not. It is on Kevin Keister.
So Highland, what was a beautiful pull-up jumper in transition for 3, doesn't get it to go through the foul call. But here's Bryant with another open 3. That's so good. Parker the rebound. But if there's no foul call there, that's a 3 for St. George's, and what a shot by Highland.
Some long distance. Another steal, and the turnovers and defense continue, but a walk called on the steal. But there was some great defense here by St. George's. The last 2-3 minutes have really turned this game around.
That dunk by Highland really sending some energy into that Hawks team as they really have picked it up here late in the third.
They've held Caravel to 8 points this quarter after they scored 21 in the second.
Earl with a nice pass down low, but that's going to be blocked.
Boy, Wharton is just all over. That's his second block in the last 30 seconds.
He's owning the paint right now as Caravel trying to get a basket down low, but to no cigar again.
We mentioned Michael McCants. He came out of the locker room during our timeout, not walking too well, and he's sitting here on the end of the bench, and I'd be surprised to see him back in. And here's another foul. This is going to be, I believe, a one-on-one, and I believe it's Prosper Tarley who gets called for the foul.
So not what they wanted there, as that'll send Parker back to the line for Caravel, who's been very good from there tonight. They just started to go on a run of their own. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be Kevin Keister to the line for the Bucks.
So they held them to 11 points. I'm doing my counting here. I'm not good at math.
And he'll miss the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound to Wharton. So here comes Highland and the Hawks with 40 seconds and running here in the third. A step back 3. Oh! What a 3 by Highland. Step back, nothing but net from the parking lot. And we're all knotted up here at 50 in the third.
Yeah, and the fans on their feet. It brought some juice back into the building.
Crowd going deep now. Earl open on the cut. Oh! Alderman trying to put someone on a poster. He's unable to finish, but there's Earl for the easy lay-in to get the lead back to 2. So 12 seconds and running here for St. George's as we wind down to third.
But that was an ambitious and technical foul on, or is it a timeout for Mark? No, it has to be a technical. St. George's has the ball.
We're going to wait and see what happens here.
Yeah, pretty ambitious plan there for Trey Alderman. Just a little guy. It was a technical on Tobin. The St. George's ball, they can't call. Hawks, Caravel cannot call timeout there. That was a sideline warning. Okay.
Sideline warning.
So no technical foul.
Bench warning. So 7 seconds. Here's Highland coming off a very nasty step back 3. Nothing but net. He's going to drive. Finds Bryant with 1 second to go, and that's no good at the buzzer. But still, great quarter, especially end of the third quarter for St. George's in Highland.
Yeah, Bones he scored 5 points, but there were some pretty spectacular ones. A dunk and that step back 3. And we're going to have a barn burner, final 8 minutes, and we're going to take it to break here on 302sports.com.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
And welcome back to 302 Sports, and what a game we have had tonight. Nick Alessandrini alongside Mike Lang, Pat Garianis, and Nick Hall. And 52-50, Caravel up by 2. Number 2 Caravel at number 4 St. George's. And Mike, this has been one heck of a game so far.
Yeah, and St. George's, we talk about their offense, but really it was their defense that brought them back into this one. And they're creating offense off the defense. That one will not go for Tarley, but they did a great job shutting down Caravel late in that third quarter, and they're only down 2.
So it's been a great game so far. St. George's and the crowd really getting into it at the end of the third quarter. Let's see if Caravel can pick it back up here as Parker will take it on the wing. Off the screen.
I think he walked on that one, and he did.
And they're going to get him there. So now a chance to take the lead or tie for St. George's as Rinarelli checks back in for the Hawks.
You know, he had a couple of threes there.
Highland wasted no time, gets in the paint and draws the foul.
If that foul's on Keister, that's on Highland. Okay, so it's going the other way. No, it is on. That's on Kevin Keister, and he's done for the afternoon. His 5th foul. Finished with 5 points today for the Bucks.
So St. George's lost 2 starters to injury. Now Caravel losing one of their key players to foul trouble. So this will send Highland to line. He earned 2 free throws, and now a chance to tie the game here early in the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
So we have a halftime score from Mount Pleasant. The Knights 36, Glasgow 22, and that one's good for Bones Highland. It's a 1-point game, so Mount up 14. Another team vanquished by William Penn. William Penn did a number on them last week.
William Penn looked good to start the season. Tough opening loss to Sally's, but since then have looked very good. So now a 1-point game here. Caravel with a 1-point lead as Earl takes the baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebound to Alderman.
Yeah, nice follow by Trey. St. George's kind of cleared out and left him wide open to get that rebound. With the 1-point lead.
So Alderman feeling a little bit good after trying to yam it home last possession. Nice no-look pass down low to Montgomery, and he draws the foul. So Alderman with some flashy plays here in these last couple of possessions.
Yeah, they kind of brought a Highland out, and they were going to trap him. He went right through them, right between them. And they found Montgomery open underneath. Wharton put a body on him.
One of the few shots he hasn't been able to block tonight. And here's the first attempt from Montgomery. Is that going to be off to the left?
Yeah, it looked like he lost his balance there a little bit, kind of fell off the line. 52, 51. It's kind of what we expected today, huh?
Yeah.
Nice close game.
Another great game here live on 302 Sports. We've been fortunate enough to have some real good ones.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us today. Nick doing a great job on the play-by-play, and me just filling space here.
Oh, Highland crossover, 3 attempt. He'll get fouled. Oh, don't do yourself like that, Mike. You know how valuable you are.
Is he going to be shooting 3? I believe he is. 3 foul shots coming for Highland. Let's see the fouls on. That is Mandela. Montgomery.
So Highland heading back to the line. He's kind of been, obviously, the go-to man for St. George's. And nothing but net on the first one.
Good chance for St. George's to take the lead. They were up most of the first half. Kind of gave up the lead late in the second. Got it back. Caravel got it back again. Was up at halftime. 39-31. So the Hawks done a great job fighting back here. Second one does not go, and here's Joe Lang back into the game. He will replace Mandela Montgomery.
So Highland a little frustrated with himself on the second miss. Here's his third attempt. And a chance to go ahead for the Hawks. And they do. That free throw, 2 for 3 from the line from Highland, as that puts the Hawks up 53-52 here in the fourth quarter. And what has been an excellent game here on 302 Sports as Alderman drives, gets in the paint, no left hand.
Rashawn Wharton's been everywhere getting that ball. We saw a nice screen there from Joe Lang to free Alderman on that one, but Wharton is 6'6". He's blocked. That's at least his 4th or 5th block today, and he's altered other shots.
That's his paint
And there's
tonight.
a foul on
And
Caravel
then an
screen.
offensive foul.
Yeah. I'm not sure who they called on. Maybe Parker.
So now St. George's with a 1-point lead and the ball as they try to continue their run.
As an Earl with that foul, but not a shooting foul, not a one-on-one because it was on the offensive end.
You see Wharton's looking for the one-on-one there as he showed the sign.
Not a shooting foul.
So here comes Highland. Fouled on a 3 attempt last possession. Shake and bake up top. Step back 3 from the parking lot.
Oh! I let go!
Shooter's roll, shooter's touch. He's got it. And that puts the Hawks up 4. Alderman out of control in the drive, but he's able to draw the foul.
Well, he got the bounce there. He knows the rims in this place.
He knew he was shooting that early.
That was unbelievable.
Hit him with 1 or 2 moves up top, the step back. There's no way you can defend that.
Talk about this time of the game when you start talking about foul trouble, and that's Wharton's 4th. Not a starter, but to me, that without McCants available, that would be a key loss if he picks up a 5th foul. He's done so much work defensively.
Oh, absolutely.
Only has 3 points, but he's just done so much for them on the defensive end. You'd hate to see him lost.
Alderman 1 from 2 from the line. St. George's now with a 3-point lead, 6 minutes and ticking here in the 4th as Highland calls the play up top. Tarley now in the corner to Payton. Or Millwood, excuse me. Back to Highland. He's double teamed.
Yeah, they trapped him up there. We got a timeout for Griffin. We'll see if it's a 30 or a 60 here. Oh, yeah, that's the coach. We're gonna stay here at the 30-second timeout. So 5:34 to go, Nick. If you're Wharton, you gotta be careful. You want to pick up number 5, but he's been so aggressive and so effective under the basket for them. If you're Caravel, what do you got to do to get back in this one?
Caravel is struggling a little bit. They haven't hit a lot of their jump shots recently. Parker, we haven't seen him in a quarter and a half, except they did a great job getting to the line early in the second half when they went on that run. And they hit a lot of their free throws, but you see great defensive effort now by St. George's. And we said Wharton owning the paint down low. Caravel, they're penetrating and dishing the ball to the bigs down low, and Wharton's blocking a lot of shots.
You mentioned Caravel shooting. Just 4 made field goals here in the second half, all in the third quarter. They've not made one yet in the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter.
And if you're Caravel, you got to look to your big 3 scorers, which you've kind of been doing. There's a nice drive and finish. That's Tarley. He gets in the paint. And I guess if you're Caravel, you look for Parker, Alderman, and Earl. Those are your 3 scorers, and they've all been a little bit silent here in the 4th.
23 points for Highland today. I just did a little addition. That's the extent of my math skills.
As we talk about Earl, he gets in the paint, doesn't get the floater to go. Rebound, though, back to the Bucks, and Parker will have it, but he's double-teamed.
A nice job to find almost another bounce. Sankfachan with the rebound.
He's been good on
Can't
the
get it
boards
to go.
tonight. Another one for Caravel.
It's Joe Lang underneath, and he's going to get the bucket here. Oh, he is.
Nice rebound and lay-in. That's Wharton again. Doesn't look like he went for the block there. Knows he has 4 fouls. And now 58-55 as Highland brings it up for the Hawks.
Yeah, they are working on McCants' ankle down here. They may be trying to get him available. Or maybe just wrapping it up.
And great defense from Caravel as they force the backcourt violation. And wait, now the refs are going to consult here.
There's Mottell looking a little bit better than he looked earlier. So McCants has... He called a foul? Brendan Sankfachan called for his 5th foul, and he's done.
Push instead of a backcourt violation. What we thought was a turnover.
I thought they were calling the...
Yeah, the 2 different calls by the refs there. Then they got together and came up with the foul call.
Can't make Mr. Tobin happy, and he's discussing with the officials down there.
Absolutely.
And we have Mark Tobin and Quay Parker on the 302 Sports Weekly last week. A couple of really good guys. Had a lot of fun talking with them.
So a little bit of an emotional roller coaster these last couple of seconds. What was thought to be a turnover ended up being a foul. That'll send St. George's to the line.
Yeah,
that's got to be pleasing to the fans here at St. George's.
Kind of turned my head to the scorebook here for a second. I thought it was a turnover. Next thing I know, they're sending Senfichan to the Pine.
So no good for Tarley as Parker brings down the rebound, and he's going to go right at the basket. Lays it up left hand, no good. Rebound to St. George's, and here they come. Here's Tarley going to step inside off the glass, draws the foul.
Yeah, he had Millwood down there, decided to take it himself. Obviously a good move. He got fouled there on Earl.
Four minutes left.
And we should point out St. George is playing down 2 starters. They're sitting on the bench in front of us.
Yep.
Mike McCann, Ahmad Taylor. Taylor just looks ill. He's sitting right here in front of us, and McCann's injured himself.
Pull-up jumper, no good from Highland, but he follows his shot, gets his rebound with ease, and gets fouled on his second attempt in the paint. Now he'll head to the line. So a lot of offensive rebounds in this one for both teams.
Yeah, some good work down low. Good defense, and not sure who that foul was. I guess that was Earl.
First one good from Highland. Puts the lead at 6. As he kind of found his stroke here.
Yeah, Earl's going to the bench. They're going to keep him out for a minute and bring him back for the home stretch. Number 21, that is Jordan Nasuti.
And that's good to put the lead at 7 with 3:48 to play. And Caravel, like we talked about earlier, has not really hit a jump shot or a perimeter shot since I can remember.
Yeah, it was early in the, midway through the third quarter. But there's a
As I say that, here's the 3, and that's good.
Nasuti.
Nasuti checks in, he buries the 3, and there's the commentator jinx already for you.
He'll take that jinx every day.
Yes, he will. And now a 4-point lead as Highland dribbles up top for the Hawks. Tries to, there he goes.
Oh, and almost a steal,
finds
yeah.
Tarley. Here's Renarelli.
Where have we seen that before?
And he still can't get it to go, but he's not afraid to take that shot. He's made a couple of them.
It's got to be nice to come up, go to your bench and bring a guy like Nasuti in and he nails the 3-pointer his first time in. Then almost got the steal and would have been home free. We have a timeout for
stuck in the corner.
Tobin.
Yep.
We'll see if we're going 30 or 60. This is a full timeout. We're going to take a break here. 3:04 to go from St. George's High School. We'll be back on 302 Sports right after this.
His career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. Thanks for everyone who's joining us tonight live from St. George's and what has been, again, I'll say it for probably the 4th time tonight, an incredible game between number 2 Caravel and number 4 St. George's.
Yeah, like we mentioned, the scoring has kind of tailed off a little bit, but not the action. It's been up and back. Yeah. Unfortunately, shots just not falling for these guys. We've seen some great defense. And we've seen a lot of offensive opportunities, just not the they're not finishing, that's all. But it's still been a very entertaining game. 4-point game, 3 minutes, 4 seconds ago. I'll take that.
Oh, absolutely. And both teams definitely playing 100%. A lot of hustle here tonight. Offensive rebounds galore. as Caravel inbounds the ball down by 4, 3 minutes to play here. And here's Parker. He's the man for the Bucks. Here's the pull-up mid-range. A little long. Tipped out of bounds and looks like saved by St. George's.
And they
stepped on the
line.
So go back to the Bucks.
Oh, wait, they've changed their mind.
They're changing it again, it looks like.
So it looks like they went a couple different ways.
So some confusion here late.
And that's Nick, that's in the corner that we really can't see.
Yeah. But it looks like Caravel will inbound the ball like we had thought. So here's Parker on the wing. Ball tipped, and we'll go back to Caravel.
So Nick, we have a scoring update. Scoring updated top 10 girls action from Hodgson. St. Elizabeth's 71, Hodgson 47 with 2 minutes to go in that game. So the Vikings on their way for another win. That's a little surprise at the margin in that game. 24 points for St. Elizabeth's over Hodgson.
Alderman really strong with the floater. Highland trying to take it coast to coast, unable to finish.
And I thought Highland took it, came out of bounds and picked up the ball.
Yeah, it looked like that to me too.
Which would have given it to Caravel, but I guess he had reestablished himself in bounds.
So St. George's will retain possession, up 4, 2:30 to play here in the fourth. Highland makes a move, floats it up.
That's a late call.
Late call, but it looks like it will be a shooting foul.
A late call, not called by the referee. He's going over to talk about it. Oh, no, he's not. I thought they were going to go chat about the foul. That's going to be a two-shot foul, obviously, with 10 team fouls now. Joe Lang.
So Highland going back to the line, up by 4. He's had his fair share of free throw attempts here in the second half, including one set of 3, where he was fouled on the 3. So now a chance to extend that lead for St. George's. And he hits the first one, nothing but net.
He's been good on the free throws. But
so
yeah,
the second.
You can't make 4 field goals and against a team like St. George's. And I mean, the fact they're only 6 points down is amazing.
I agree, and especially with the 3 scores they have at Caravel. Parker right down coast to coast. Nobody stepped in front of the ball. He lays it in for an easy 2.
Yeah, the first bucket of the fourth quarter with 2:12 to go.
But now's the time to get him going if you want to get him going. Highland going to drive. Nice dish to Wharton. Unable to finish, but great no-look penetration and pass by Highland to find Wharton. And he draws the foul. So Wharton been huge on the defensive end for St. George's. Now a chance to hit some free throws to extend this lead with 2 minutes to play.
He is 1 of 2 from the line today. He's 3 points. But like you mentioned, his contributions have really been coming at the defensive end. At least 4 blocks today and a bunch of rebounds. And a point there.
So St. George is hitting their free throws down the stretch as that one's good for Wharton. The lead to 5. And now a chance to get it to 6 with a second free throw attempt.
Yeah, it was 50-40, I believe, at one point. There was a 10-point lead. It was 50-40 or 48-38, and it's really turned around. Caravel just unable to find the stroke.
Strong on the second, no good. So still a 5-point lead for St. George's. 2 minutes to play. Parker gets in the paint, floats it up with the right hand. That's no good. Outlet to Rinarelli, who's got room.
I was waiting for the alley-oop there, Nick. Missed the layup. I thought he was going to alley-oop it to Highland.
Yeah. Earl gets it baseline to Alderman, who lays it all off the glass. Nice move to get in the paint. And now just a 3-point game with 1:36 to play.
Yeah, I mean, Rinarelli misses that layup, and you're thinking, oh, well. But then he goes back down there. Are we going 60? It's a 30. We're going to keep it right here. He misses that layup. You're thinking, well, it would have been fun to see an alley-oop, but it's only a 3-point game. And Alderman makes a nice shot off the glass down there, goes inside with the trees, and gets that one to go. So it's only a 3-point game. We mentioned Caravel unable to score like they did in the first half.
Kind of been a little stagnant, especially
close
in the half-court offense in the second half. They're really, a lot of their baskets coming in transition, and when they like to get it and go, as we just saw there, the miss from Minarelli, they get the ball coast to coast and 2 for Alderman. So I like to push the pace. Like the same thing happened last week against Smyrna. They started a little bit with the half court to try to get some buckets late. Let's see if they can do it here. Down by 3. They need to stop first, as St. George's will bring up the ball.
Almost a steal, but that's going to be a foul call on
Earl,
and I believe he's done.
That would be a big loss for them down the stretch, as their leading scorer is just fouled out.
It's also going to be 2 shots. 2-shot foul for Prosper Tarley.
Tarley been the line a few times here in the fourth quarter.
I enjoy saying that name for the next few years. Rolls off the tongue.
So in comes Tabanyan for Caravel, replacing DJ Earl. Here's the first by Tarley, and that's good. And St. George is really hitting their free throws here late.
Yeah, it keeps this one at a two-possession game, or makes it a 2-possession game again.
66-62, 131 here left to play. And here's the second from Tarley. Long back rim, rebound to Alderman, and let's see if Caravel gets it and goes. It looks like they are. Alderman almost with a double dribble, loses it again, somehow gets it back. Montgomery comes up with the rebound. That's
another block by Wharton.
Guess who? Defensive player they gained for
about
sure.
The defense, yeah.
As Parker, pull-up 3, wants to foul.
He wanted to foul.
Rebound and 1 for Lang.
So Parker wanted that 3 foul shots, didn't get it. This is going to be the and 1 opportunity, as that's a foul on Wharton, and he is done.
Oh, another loss. So back-to-back big losses for both teams, as Parker drew the contact early, shot it up a little bit late. The air ball went to Lang, who was able to finish N1 with the foul.
We mentioned DJ Earl fouling out. 15 points he finished with. And here comes Blake Bryant, number 25, to replace Wharton. So they lose a little height. They do pick up a little bit of offense there.
Gain some shooting now with Rinarelli and Bryant. Just going to be able to stretch the floor for the Hawks.
So the final from Hodgson, St. Elizabeth's girls 73, Hodgson 47.
Lang unable to complete the 3-point play, but a rebound for Tabanyan. And a jump ball gives the ball back to the Bucks. So what a game this has been. And now down the stretch, 1:07 left. The jump ball, Caravel gets the ball back. Now a chance to earn 4 points on the possession.
So Bryant out, they're going with a little defense here.
66-64 St. George's. Here's the inbound for Caravel. Alderman finds Montgomery.
Oh, yeah, he got hit hard by Millwood.
Nice cut by Montgomery and a nice pass to get him the ball under the basket. He gets hacked for the foul, and he'll shoot 2 with a chance to tie the game with a couple seconds run off the clock there. A little late. I wonder if they're going to go back and look at that.
That was probably the hardest foul of the night. He got hit pretty good under there, but Mandela's a football player. He's been hit like that before. Exactly 1 minute on the clock.
So 1 minute to play.
I think they added a couple seconds. I think it was a 58.
Yeah.
They went to the replay.
So a chance to tie the game for Montgomery. And here's the first as the crowd's getting into it. And gets the shooter's roll. He converts on the first.
Point number 3 today for Mandela Montgomery. It's a 1-point game.
But a chance to tie now as Montgomery's second free throw attempt on the way. It's getting loud here. And he gets it to go. 2 for 2 from the line, 2 clutch free throws, and we're all knotted up at 66 with a minute to play here at St. George's.
So 5 of the last 6 points scored by Caravel. They were down 65-60. We have a foul.
Highland
and then a little bit of contact in there. Tabanyan and Highland kind of coming together long after the whistle, but
Tabanyan wasn't going to let him get up that shot late.
I think referees did a good job separating the players and getting the cooler heads in here.
So St. George's does the right thing, gets the inbound to Highland. He's able to dribble past a few defenders, draw the foul. With 54 to play, all tied at 66. Now referees still talking here.
One thing about St. George's, they've one big guy fouled out, Wharton, 2 big guys sick and injured. So they're going with a lot of guards out there.
And Highland buries the first to regain the lead for the Hawks, 67-66.
So if you're Caravel, you go right to the middle. They don't have much in the way of height out there. Highland's the tallest one out there. Here's a timeout for Caravel. It's going to be a 30.
I would
so we're going to
definitely
stay
look
here.
for Caravel. Look for Parker to get to the basket. He's very good at getting to the basket. Unable to, as we said, unable to finish a lot of those tonight and last week. But, I mean, he's the guy you want the ball in the hands of.
Highland now the tallest player on the floor for St. George's. So if I'm Caravel, I'm sending Alderman and Parker and just saying go right to the hoop. Make him stop you. He's got 3 fouls, so you got to be careful.
They've doubled him a few times, especially up top where they've cornered him and trapped him when he's brought the ball up. I wonder if they'll do it here again and make somebody else in the Hawks score.
So Mike Lang, Nick Alessandrini, Nick Hall up there looking pensive, isn't he?
He is very
He's a
intrigued.
thinker. He's like Rodin.
He is intrigued by this game, and how can you not be?
And
It's
Pat
been
Carrian is here,
spectacular.
making sure everything runs smoothly.
I'm looking in the. I don't even know if anybody's on their cell phone for this game. I think everybody's just. Number 2 versus number 4 in the 302 Delaware Men's High School rankings. And that is good. 68-66, 50 seconds and ticking here left in this one. Parker going to bring it up for Caravel, down by 2. Here they go, they're going to double him a little bit. Gets past the first line defenders, hangs in the air and finishes off the glass.
Kind of just what I thought he would do was drive in there. And
he's really good at getting to the basket as well as shoot from the perimeter, but we've seen him get to the basket more tonight.
now we know St. George's, they like to run and go. A timeout here for Coach Griffin.
25.6 left to play here. Number 2 Caravel at number 4 St. George's, all tied up at 68.
Looks like a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We mentioned St. George's likes to run and run, but I think you might see them hold here for the last shot, and I know who's going to take it.
I think everybody in the gym knows who's going to take it. Anyway, we'll see here. 25.6 seconds left here to go in this one. All knotted up at 68. Caravel at St. George's. Again, thanks for listening.
Booty.
And you're going to want to as they inbound.
Oh, that's a
risky
very
inbound.
dangerous, very dangerous
foul
inbound
call.
pass. Well, I don't know what you're thinking there. Why do you lob the ball into a double team? Foul, and I'm not sure. I mean, it's a little tough to see from here. They called Caravel out a little. Not Rinarelli. They called. I'm sorry. Nasuti. I thought they said 13, but it was 21 the other way.
So that'll send St.
Millwood's gonna
George's
shoot.
and Millwood to the line. A chance to take the lead. No good, but the
Oh, that's a two-shot foul.
No, two-shot foul. I thought so myself. Everyone's getting a little antsy here. It's been a great one. The first one no good for Millwood. 68-68, 24 and a half seconds remaining. Here's the second one. This one gives St. George's the lead.
Still a little disbelief about that inbounds pass, just the way they lobbed it into a double team. But
and in and out, rebound to Parker.
And a foul?
I believe so.
We're going to have a foul call. That one is Renarelli. They call it a push. Joe Lang to the line, and he's got a chance to give Caravel a lead. 22.7 to go.
So Millwood unable to convert for St. George's. The crowd now into it. Let's see what Lang can do for Caravel at the other end. No good.
St. George's has been so good on the free throw today. And unfortunately for Millwood, it's unable to connect on either one. But Joe Lang missed his first one.
This crowd is up on their feet, letting them hear it, trying to get him to miss his second. And he does. Rebound to Highland.
And here he goes.
20 seconds. Ball in the hands of Highland for St. George's, all tied up at 68, 15 and counting. He's calling the play. They double him. They trap him in the corner. He almost loses it. And it looks like St. George is able to call the timeout.
And they're going, this is going to be a 60, so we're going to take a break. And we'll be back right after this on 302 for the exciting conclusion on 302sports.com.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside Mike Lang, Pat Garianis, and Nick Hall. And Mike, this has been an excellent one all night long. Down to the wire, tie game, 10.6 seconds left, 68-68.
Got so excited I sprinkled water on my scorebook here to make sure everything's good. Yeah, kind of what we expected. Maybe a little higher scoring. I don't know, maybe not. But scoring has tailed off in the second half, but not for lack of opportunity. The shots just weren't falling as much in the second half, but really close. We thought they got the 10 points. Maybe St. George's is just going to pull away there, but a great job by Caravel to play some defense, get back into this one, and really limit Highland and the damage he's been able to do.
So 10.6 left. St. George's will inbound. All eyes on Highland as the clock runs down. 8, 7. Here's Highland in the wing. He's going to let it go from the wing. And out!
No!
Rebound to Caravel and Parker. 1 second. He's not going to get it off. We're heading to overtime here at St. George's.
Boy, 3 times off that rim. He almost got the roll to go there. And, hey, we're going to overtime, and why not? You know, I got nothing else to do on a Thursday night, so are we taking a break, Pat, or are we staying here? We're going to keep it right here. So what do we got?
Running to his right, gets off the fadeaway three-pointer from the wing, was halfway down and comes out. What a shot that would have been.
And we kind of figured he was going to take that shot.
Yeah.
He was double teamed most of the way down the court, but he was able to get himself free a little bit and get that off-balance 3 up. And that hit the rim a few times.
Yeah. In and out for Highland, what would have been an incredible game winner.
So we played 4 minutes in the overtime. Just bring people up to speed. Brandon Sankfashan and DJ Earl and Kevin Keister all have fouled out for Caravel. Rashawn Wharton has fouled out for St. George's, and they are missing Ahmad Taylor, though he is taking the warm-ups off, and he's standing there, and Michael McCants has been out with an injury. Guess who's watching tonight? Jair Davis from Sanford is watching the game, and he'll be in action tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Chester High School, the Rondé Hollis Jefferson Classic.
Hollis Jefferson.
At Chester High, you want to see the Clippers from Chester and Sanford. They play approximately 8 o'clock. Game 4 of 4 at the Jefferson Classic. That should be a lot of fun up there tomorrow at Chester. I'm going to watch St. Thomas More tomorrow afternoon.
That should be a good one. It looks like Ahmad Taylor is going to jump ball for St. George's.
So he must be feeling okay. He looked a couple shades of green earlier tonight.
And he wins the tip. He's going to get it right to Millwood, who tries to loft up a shot.
Yeah.
No good. Rebound to Parker.
Nice body from Joe Lang, not fouling him, just going straight down the line and forcing him out of bounds into an ill-advised shot.
We are underway here in overtime between Caravel and St. George's.
They had Montgomery open underneath on Ahmad Taylor, but didn't get it to him. And here's Trey Alderman backing up and trying to reset things.
So if you're in overtime, you look at both these players. You got Okoye, Parker, and Highland, each of the stars for both players. You look for them to try to take over here in overtime as Parker able to draw the foul, almost got it to go as well.
Yeah, we're in a double bonus, so he'll be shooting two no matter if he's on the floor or not. Sit down, he wants, who's sitting? Coach Griffin has to sit, I guess, because there's been a bench technical.
This has been
That's Millwood on the foul.
A heated one for sure. Some very close calls throughout this one, especially late.
Koye Parker, kind of a quiet
Yeah.
evening. He scored his points, but they've been the quiet variety.
He's been great from the line, I believe. Let's see if we can keep that going. But it's been a while for him since he's been there, and he can't convert on the first.
His 19 points tonight does Parker, the leading scorer in state last year.
So here's the second, a chance to give Caravel back the lead. And that one is good. So Caravel will go up on top by one, 69-68 with 3:25 here left to play in overtime. And here comes St. George's down by one. Let's see what Highland and the Hawks can do.
I expect Highland to try to take over here in this overtime. Another big night for Bones, but another quiet big night. It's Rinarelli down to Taylor. He's back in. He's looking for Highland.
Gets
but
it
they're
to
double
him in the
teaming
corner.
Highland, keeping
He's
him
going to
out.
let it go. In and out again. Rebound to Alderman. And he usually gets it and goes.
Double
and that
dribble.
time he tried to, but called for double dribble.
So we have Highland being double teamed there, and Taylor not able to get him the ball. End up taking the shot, bounce in and out.
Smart move by the Bucks there to force the ball out of Highland's hands. He's been their go-to man all night long, as anticipated. And now the inbound for St. George's as Millwood gets it into Tarley. And he gets it to Highland.
He's going to drive.
Crosses over
He's
inside.
fouled. That may have been Alderman. Nope. Mandela Montgomery. They're not going to let Highland go, just going to beat him on dunks and layups.
And the kid Highland, great handles, been able to dribble his way into the lane at will tonight.
Caravel knows who's in foul trouble and who's not, and then they're just going to put him on the line and make him win it there.
And he's again good from the line as he hits the first.
So one of the best games in the year so far in Delaware High School basketball.
69-69 with the second on the way here for Highland. And good. So the Hawks retake the lead, 70-69, 2:50 to play, as Parker brings it up for the Bucks.
You know, I was here Saturday for Concord St. Mark's, and they went double overtime.
Here's Nasuti from the corner. He hit the last one. That one's no good. Rebound to Highland.
Well, nearly tied up there by Lang, and that would have been Caravel ball. They have the arrow pointing in their direction. It's a good job by Bones to pull that one loose. And now he's being shadowed by Trey Alderman. He's not been able to shake him much tonight.
So Highland gets the ball back. Alderman going to be right up in his face. Trying to draw the foul, Alderman. Good defense as Highland dribbles around.
And they got a foul call on Nasuti, I believe.
And another foul against the Bucks as Highland tries to dribble around three players, draws the foul. And back to the line he goes. 70-69, St. George's.
These will be his 18th and 19th free throw attempts of the evening.
He's definitely been there. And it shows as he hits another one. And a chance to knock down the second and extend the lead to 3. It's still a one-possession game. And he gets it to go.
Nick, he is 16 of 19 from the line tonight.
Great job from the charity strike for Highland. It's now Parker drawing the double team. He loses the ball into the hands of Montgomery, finds Nasuti who draws the foul.
They want a goaltend, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Doesn't look like it.
And that's Millwood, he's done.
And another player fouled out. As in comes Kenner.
Kevin Payton, he started the game, he's back in.
So players becoming scarce on both benches. So here's Nasuti heading to the line, down by 3 with 2 minutes to play. That first one is no good. So lead remains at 3, Nasuti with his second on the way. And 2 minutes left here in overtime. And that one is good. So 72-70 with 2 minutes left as St. George's possesses the ball. Up by 2,
turnover.
But he threw it away.
Payton, he's not been in much and did not read where Tarley was going, and he threw it behind him out of bounds into the Caravel bench. And the Bucks have possession. They also have the arrow, and they're only down 2. We have $1:55 left in
Not a
overtime.
great pass as Caravel takes back over. See if they try to get the ball to Parker. Alderman feeling it though up top. He's going to drive, dishes it down low.
And that is Parker. See if he takes a shot.
Parker on the wing.
It's a little screen from Montgomery, not enough to get Tarley off of him.
Tarley looking good on him here. Parker gives it up to Montgomery. Nasuti in the corner finds Parker on the cut off the screen.
Oh, man.
And he gets it to go with the one-hand fadeaway, nothing but net. 72-72 with a minute 24 to play.
You don't see a hook shot too often.
Nasuti almost comes up with the steal for the Bucks, but he'll knock it out of bounds. St. George's will retain possession, all tied up with 1:20 to play.
That was a beautiful hook shot from Parker.
Fading away from the basket. Gets it to go to tie the game at 72. And now Tarley to inbound. Gets it to Rinarelli. He struggled tonight. Back to Tarley.
Yeah, he had an open look and gave up the shot.
Here's Payton over to Highland, and this is their man.
Montgomery on him, and now he's being double teamed by Trey Alderman.
And rightly so, as Tarley loses the ball out of bounds.
So a little bit case of the yips here.
Looks like they're struggling when they can't get the ball to Highland.
Yeah, and he's just being leaned on by Mandela Montgomery. He's doing a great job of putting pressure on Highland without fouling him.
So under a minute to play here in overtime. We're all tied up at 72. Caravel St. George's.
Now do you hold for a final shot for Caravel? That's a long time, 50 seconds.
We'll see what they do. Here's Nasuti, tries to drive baseline, no go as he gets it back out to Parker. Parker eyeing up Tarley, looking down low. Gets it to Alderman. Looks like he's going to make a move. Great defense. That's Kenner.
It's a 5-second call, no?
No, gets it off to Lang. He tries to get it to Nasuti. It's going to be tipped out of bounds.
I think he'll stay with Caravel here.
And it will stay with the Bucks.
Had a great look, Joe Lang finding Nasuti, and we have a timeout. Caravel, this is a 60, and we'll be back with the conclusion. 24.5 to go here on 302sports.com.
Military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to 302 Sports. We are live here. Nick Allison-Drini alongside Mike Lang, Pat Garianis, and Nick Hall on the camera. And Mike, a great game so far. 24 and a half seconds left in OT, 72-72.
Yeah, St. George is a little sloppy with the ball here in the OT. They have a chance here to be up 3 or 4 points if they just held on to the ball, but a bad pass. Just a little bit of a lost dribble down here in front of us. Caravel's got the ball and a chance to go ahead, and they've got the arrow pointing in their direction, so things are going in their direction.
Let's see what they draw up here. And they draw. Rinarelli comes up with the ball. The Bucks turn it over. And they get into the hands of Highland with 18 to play. He's going to pull up for 3 from now called with 9.9 to play. So Highland tries the early 3 attempt. No good offensive rebound, and now a chance to win it.
So we're going to stay here. It's a 30-second timeout. And I was a little surprised. Actually, they are sitting down, so this is 60. So we're going to take another break. No, we'll keep it here. 9.9 to go. Obviously, they're going to go with Highland. He's not waiting for that last shot. He shot it with about 12 seconds to go. Nice rebound, Rinarelli, not the tallest guy out there. Gets over his defender. And where'd that ball ends up with? Ends back up with Highland on the other side. And then Rod Griffin gets the timeout, wants to set up a final play. You know, I see everybody wait until there's 2 seconds, 1 second left to shoot.
Yeah.
I like to shoot a little bit earlier,
Exactly,
give a chance at a rebound. But
and that's what happened there.
That is not the prevailing theory these days.
Highland saw a little bit of space. He took it, unable to convert on the 3-point attempt, but the rebound is St. George's, and now that sets him up with 10 seconds left, tied up here in overtime, and a chance to go ahead late.
Yeah, I was fine with the shot here by Highland. He was open, had a great look, went off the rim. And Rinarelli did a great job getting that rebound. I've been impressed by him today, even though his struggles shooting.
So here comes Highland, 7 seconds. Dribbles back out, 6 and ticking. He's double teamed. He's going to pull up for 3 again. This time might have gotten fouled.
And guess what we're doing here?
What are we doing, Mike?
I think we're doing double overtime, Pat G.
We are heading to double overtime. Number 2, Caravel at number 4, St. George's, 72-72. We're heading to double OT. Again, Highland gets up to 3. Might have been fouled a little bit on that, but don't know if you can call it that late in overtime.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on 302sports.com right after this.
Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
And welcome back to what just might be the game of the year so far in men's high school basketball in the state of Delaware. Number 2, Caravel at number 4, St. George's. And Mike, we are heading to double overtime, tied at 72.
Yeah, this game's so good. You know who's in the building? Not just Jair Davis from Stanford, Quadri Henderson from the University of Pittsburgh, who's going to be in the NFL draft next year, standing about 15 feet to our left, home for the holidays. And Quadri is, you know, he likes basketball as well as football. He's obviously a football standout. And if we had some more time, I'd love to bring him in. But we've got overtime basketball.
Double overtime underway as we are notched up at 72, and the Bucks will have it here to start.
Here's Alderman
looking down low. Alderman and Nasuti, and that puts the Bucks up 2.
Yeah, he saw Nasuti going to the hoop, and nobody from St. George is paying attention.
So with the 2 men up top on Highland, whenever he touches the ball, they get it to him. He's able to make a defender miss. Pull up 3 in the corner, and oh my goodness, that's good. Contested 3 in the corner for Highland.
Almost stepped out of bounds too on that one, yeah.
He is something else. And now Caravel down by 1. Montgomery fouled on the drive.
Foul. called on number 25, Blake Bryant. I know Quadri's over there probably thinking, where were these guys when I was in high school? I could have been on 302 Sports.
I'm sure he would have been. So here's the first attempt by Montgomery, and that's good. Almost rolled out, but finds its way back in. And we are tied up once again, this time at 75. 3 minutes to play here in double overtime. Thanks for joining us. As Montgomery knocks down the second free throw to give the lead back to Caravel, 76-75. And we are back and forth here, Mike.
Yeah. I had nothing else to do today.
And Highland draws another foul.
You see, this is Mandela Montgomery on the. No, he's not over there. Oh, they called him Montgomery.
Yeah, I think they did. So Highland finds his way back to the line. He had over 20 free throw attempts tonight, right?
This might be number 20 here.
20 and 21, I believe, on the way, but that's no good, and he's frustrated with himself.
But he's 16 of 20. That's 80% from the line.
But either way, he's not happy with himself. He doesn't care, as that one is no good. And now a chance, there's still a tie for the Hawks.
Yeah, he has really taken over the last couple minutes, and he wants that ball. And everybody, you know, the best players want the ball.
And with that free throw, we are all tied up at 76.
I know you're going to find that hard to believe.
So here's Okoye Parker on the drive. Nice pass down low.
Oh, blocked by Highland.
By Highland, yeah.
He's doing it all. Taking over. We mentioned he had a quiet night, but he's really made himself known in the last 2-3 minutes.
Here he is off the screen. Finds Renarelli in the corner. Finds Payton in the middle of the paint.
Well, you know where the ball's going to end up.
And it is back in him. A fadeaway three. Long rebound to Parker.
Parker got smacked in the head. No foul call.
But he's going to pick it up, and he's going to go.
He seems to be okay.
Steps inside and gets it to go. Loves that little Euro step move. He's fired up. And Caravel takes a 2-point lead with 2 minutes to play in double OT.
Yeah, 78-76. Not too many games to see with this kind of score. Oh!
Payton loses the
Loose
ball.
That's going to stay with St. George's.
Payton loses the ball into the hands of Tarley. He gets tied up, but the ball will stay here.
Unfortunate. Fortunate for St. George's there because they kind of lost possession again. A couple turnovers in the first overtime may have made a difference here. And almost lost that one.
So Caravel holding a 2-point lead. Highland with the ball up top for St. George's.
You see Payton set the
nice
screen.
Crossover.
He gets it, frees him up. Blake Bryant with the three.
Oh, short rebound. Payton, he lays it in.
He's been quiet since the first quarter, but a big two there.
A huge offensive rebound for the Hawks off the three-point attempt by Bryan. Highland with a good find there, though. And now Parker going to try to re-answer for the Bucks. Crossover inside. No good. Rebound to Tarley. Yeah. Up ahead to Bryant. Tries to draw the foul. No good. Ball tips in the air to Tarley, who takes a power dribble, gets inside. No good again.
Yeah, a couple bunnies didn't go for St. George's, and they may come back to bite them.
Parker, Euro step, no good. Rebound Lang, no good. Rebound Nasuti.
I think they got Nasuti on the over. Nope. Caravel's clapping down there, so it's going to be
loose ball foul on St. George's.
Renarelli with his fourth.
So they are battling down low. A ball tipped up in the air a couple times.
Yeah, they missed a couple of St. George missed some shots down here, and you're going to have to make those shots.
So here's Nasuti at the line with a chance to take the lead with a minute to play. And he's good on the first. 79-78 Bucks.
Let's credit Caravel there, Nick. Missed a few shots down there, but they had the position and they got the ball back, and Nasuti was in the right spot and got bumped by Renarelli.
Long on the second, but he's going to get, it looks like, his own offensive rebound to Montgomery.
He got a timeout.
And they call a timeout. So he misses the second free throw, but Caravel comes up with the rebound.
We're going to stay here with 1:01 to go in the overtime. You see the starters taking a seat just to get a little bit of a rest.
So a huge offensive rebound for Payton on the St. George's side, and then a huge offensive rebound from Montgomery on the Caravel side to give them another chance.
Yeah, what a game. I think we picked the right one to go to today, huh?
You could say that again. This one has been...
Glad you could join us on 302sports.com. Nobody brings you high school sports in Delaware like 302 Sports. And we brought you Little League Baseball over the summer. We had American Legion Baseball, high school football, high school volleyball. We even had a couple field hockey matches and some boys soccer. We went to Talon Energy Stadium this year and did the charter Archmere soccer game. Outstanding experience that was. So much fun up there. And now we're right in the meat of the basketball season, and also our downstate guys, Benny Mitchell, bringing you high school wrestling and some college wrestling last year. Beast of the East. 302 Sports does it all. It's all thanks to the Grand Poobah, Nick Halliday, making this all possible for us. So we're so glad you could join us.
Great guy, that Nick.
Yeah.
Nick. And here we go. Caravel holding a 1-point lead over St. George's with a minute and running.
Yeah, now if I'm Caravel, I know it's not in their DNA to just hang on to the ball.
Alderman, clear line to the hoop. Unable to finish, though.
But I would have held on to the ball. And there's a Prosper Tarley.
Nice bounce pass. Payton a little low as Caravel comes up with it. Ball's on the ground. No call yet. Does Caravel out of timeouts?
No, we had a possession. And it seems like there was an endless supply of timeouts here.
So wait and see what happens here.
So it's going to be Caravel ball. I was saying I would have held the ball. They're fortunate to get the ball back, kind of a bounce pass that didn't really bounce into the feet of Deshaun Highland. Ends up with Caravel. If I'm Caravel, you got the lead. Hold the ball, make them foul you.
Nice outlet looking for Parker. He goes up and gets it.
And this is why I am not coaching basketball, Nick.
Montgomery, though, takes it right back away, and they're going to foul Parker. With 32.3 seconds to play, down by 1, St. George's fouls Parker.
A quick foul there by the Hawks.
So that'll send Parker to the line. Not the guy you really want to send to the line if you're St. George's. And now he has a chance to extend this 1-point lead for Caravel.
26 points for Okoye Parker. Many of them from the free throw line, and he's shooting again. He's made most of his free throws today.
And that one, like the others, is good to stretch the lead to 2. So if he's able to convert on this one, that'll put the lead at 3 with 32 seconds to play. Here's the second from Parker. In and out. And what do you know? Offensive rebound to the Bucks.
I think that's Joe Lang. And there's mugging. Rinarelli's done. That's going to be his 5th. And it's going to be Okoye Parker back to the line. He is 13 of 16 from the line today.
So another huge offensive rebound, this time for Caravel. And Parker gets the ball and the foul. So Caravel up by 2, 26.5 seconds to play with Parker back at the line.
Yeah, and this is a chance to make it that proverbial 2-possession game.
It seems like every time we've got to this point, though,
something happens.
Yeah. So let's see what happens here with Parker at the line, shooting 2, with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. And he knocks down the first, swishes it right through. The lead now to 3.
Yeah, we mentioned what's coming up. We're closing into the game, Diamond State coming up, and then keep our eyes on all our social media platforms, and then you'll find out where we're going to be to bring you more games like this thriller here tonight. Another one for Okoye Parker makes it a 4-point game.
He's again good on both from the line as Highland gets the ball for St. George's down by 4.
They don't need the 3.
But Brian's going to let it go. No good. Rebound Parker, and he's fouled. So Highland elected to pass the ball out to Brian. He takes the 3. No good. And now Caravel heading back to the line, up by 4.
Well, I was going to say is you don't need the 3, but they elected to take the 3, and now some people heading for the exits. They could have possibly gone aside, driven for 2, cut the lead to 2, and then fouled. And then maybe had somebody miss a free throw, and then you're down 3 points or 2 points.
You think Highland should have taken it to the basket? on that possession for St. George's?
He's really being shadowed closely by Alderman.
Very well, good job tonight by Alderman. We can never shut him down. But he did play great defense on him, and now 5-point lead for Caravel, with 16 and a half to play.
And now they will need a three-pointer now.
And the second is good. He's been clutch from the line tonight for the Bucks. Now the lead to 6. 2-possession game with 14 seconds as Highland comes across. Pull up 3. No good off the glass. Rebound to Montgomery. And a foul call, and that might do it for us tonight.
Yeah, I think that's going to be all she wrote for St. George's. Looks like they're going to lose their second in a row after the game at William Penn a couple days ago. And they have a couple days to regroup, enjoy the holiday, and then get down to Ocomico County and play Gilman School and Stephen Decatur out of Ocean City. Try to get things turned around before they meet Smyrna on January 5th.
Yeah, but what a great game it was. Number 2, Caravel. Looks like they're going to be able to pull out the victory over number 4, St. George's, as Montgomery hits a free throw to put the lead to 7. But what a game it was. Highland and Parker in a great duel for each team.
Yeah, and the Stars started. It was Highland really taking over there late in the game. A lot from the free throw line. With some great play from Jordan Nasuti for Caravel. There's a steal by Nasuti. And he gets fouled, and this is going to be it. 3.4 to go. Nasuti did a great job coming in off the bench. Okoye Parker had a great game. Trey Alderman playing with, it's 2 fouls. Montgomery 4 fouls, able to stay out of the foul trouble. And the first one up and good for
both teams having to dig into their benches in this one with a lot of fouls and double OT. Some injuries as well. And a hard-fought game here at St. George's.
Yeah, St. George's missed Michael McCancy. He just got hurt, and unfortunately, what are you going to do? And after Wharton fouled out, their height was diminished. That one, no good. He gets his own rebound there. It tells you, it's the end of the game, so.
And that will do it. It took 2 overtimes, but number 2, Caravel, able to outlast number 4, St. George's at their home gym, 86-78. Thanks to all for joining us on 302 Sports Live. Nick Allison Jr. alongside Mike Lang, Pat Garianis, and Nick Hall. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.